I still remember that night vividly. The eerie glow of my computer screen cast an unsettling ambience in my dimly lit room. I was just an average kid, fascinated by technology and the vastness of the internet. Little did I know that my curiosity would lead me down a nightmarish path. It all began innocently enough. I was chatting with my friends on a social media platform, sharing memes and discussing the latest video games. That's when I noticed a peculiar message from an unfamiliar username. It simply read, "Hello there." I was hesitant at first, but being a stupid teenager filled with a dash of arrogance, I decided to engage. "Who are you?" I typed, my fingers tapping nervously on the keyboard. The response that followed was chilling.
"I know who you are, John. I know where you live, I know who Jack and Sierra are, and even the make and model of your family's car."
My heart skipped a beat as I read those words. How could this person possibly know such personal information? I tried to reason it away, thinking it might be a prank or someone messing with me, but their accuracy was unnerving. Doubt and fear crept into my mind, and I decided to end the conversation. However, the mysterious hacker seemed relentless, continually popping up in different chat groups and private messages, taunting me with details only someone with insider knowledge could possess. My school name. My cousin's name, his school name. He even told me things about the time my granny went missing 2 years ago. As the night wore on, my unease turned to outright terror. They began mentioning my friends, hobbies, and school activities, leaving me feeling exposed and vulnerable. It was as if they had peeled back the layers of my life, leaving me raw and defenseless. Panicking, I closed my laptop, hoping to disconnect from this cyberstalker. But the messages persisted, now arriving on my phone. I was trapped. Unable to escape from this tormentor who seemed to know every aspect of my life. I considered reaching out to my parents, but the thought of admitting my mistake and facing their disappointment stopped me. With trembling hands, I searched online for solutions, trying to understand how they could have gained access to such private information. It became apparent that I had unknowingly shared too much online, leaving digital breadcrumbs for someone to follow. Sleep was out of the question that night, and paranoia consumed me. Every creak of the house sent shivers down my spine, fearing the hacker had invaded our home. I changed all my passwords, private all of my social media accounts, and tightened my online security. But it felt like a futile attempt to regain control. Days turned into weeks, and the messages slowly dwindled. The hacker seemed to have lost interest in tormenting me, but the scars remained. I became more vigilant about my online presence, understanding the importance of privacy and the dangers of oversharing. The experience left a lasting impact on my psyche. I couldn't help but wonder if the hacker was still lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike again. On some occasions, I even find myself wondering what else in my life this hacker is responsible for. Story 2. I never thought my college life would take such a chilling turn. It all started innocently enough. I was a diligent student who spent most of my days buried in assignments and research papers. Late one night, while everyone else was asleep, I was up in my dorm room, finishing an important project. Little did I know that my seemingly safe digital world was about to crumble around me. As the clock struck midnight, a strange email notification popped up on my screen. It was from an unfamiliar sender, with a subject line that simply read, "I see you." My heart skipped a beat as a wave of unease washed over me. Was this some sort of prank from a classmate? I clicked on the email against my better judgment. To my horror, the email contained screenshots of me working on my computer. The hacker had invaded my webcam and was watching me, unbeknownst to me. Panic set in, and I immediately disconnected my computer from the internet, hoping to cut off the hacker's access. Feeling shaken and vulnerable, I glanced around my room, wondering if the hacker could be physically close. I locked the door and decided to call a friend, seeking comfort and advice. My voice trembled as I recounted the unsettling experience. My friend urged me to report the incident to campus security, but I felt hesitant. What if they thought I was overreacting or dismissed it as a prank? Trying to calm myself, I immersed myself in other activities, trying to forget the unsettling incident. But time seemed to stretch. And every creak of the Durham building made me jump. The thought of someone watching me from afar was suffocating. After a couple of hours, I finally mustered the courage to check my computer again. I reconnected it to the internet and was relieved to find no sign of the hacker. Maybe it was just a random encounter with an online intruder, I thought. However, just as I was about to step away from my computer, a new email notification appeared. My heart sank as I saw the subject line, "I'm closer than you think." Trembling, I opened the email to find a chilling message. "I know you locked the door, but I can still get to you." My blood turned to ice, and instinct took over. I rushed to the door and peeked through the peephole, expecting to see a dark figure lurking in the hallway. To my astonishment, there was no one there. But just as I turned away, a soft but distinct knock echoed through the door. Fear paralyzed me. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. The knock came again, louder this time. My mind raced, contemplating whether to call campus security or my friend, but the hacker's unsettling message rang in my ears. How did they know I locked the door? Summoning all the courage I could find, I finally dialed campus security and reported the cyber attack and the eerie knock on my door. Within minutes, a security officer arrived, and I explained the entire ordeal to them. They were empathetic but couldn't find any signs of forced entry or suspicious activity outside my room. Feeling utterly exposed and helpless, I couldn't bear the thought of staying alone in my dorm room. The security officer offered to let me stay in the campus security office for the night. And I gratefully accepted. As the night wore on, my fear slowly subsided, replaced by exhaustion and uncertainty. The next day, I contacted the campus IT department to strengthen my computer security and change all my passwords.